Hello buddy, in this video we'll be talking about Erik ten Hag's job safe, Garnacho potential exit, mainly to Madrid, and Eriksen unhappy. They are the four things on the list, or the agenda as people say it, for today's video. So don't forget as always to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Stay tuned for videos you want to see. Now this is an additional video. There's been a lot of stuff coming out today, so I'll start with the Erik ten Hag stuff now. It was coming in from, I think, ESPN that Sir Jim is potentially looking at Gareth Southgate as a potential replacement for Erik ten Hag. Now, I've had my opinion on that. I don't think Southgate's any better than Ten Hag, and I don't think he should be the manager that has ambition. I don't think he's the manager that's going to take us to the next level, most importantly. And if you are going to replace Ten Hag, you don't want to bring in a worse option. You want to bring someone who's even better, who's going to take us to the next level. And I certainly don't think Southgate does that. I think he played really pragmatic football. But yeah, and then later on, I think it came from JD Sports and Fabrizio Romano, who's obviously, we know how credible he is around Manchester United, that Erik ten Hag's job is safe for Manchester United and Ineos don't see it as risk. So two very big contrasting stories there. I think we do take the one from Fabrizio Romano just for the fact that he's more credible. But you never know what happens. I mean, the article about Ten Hag leaving was actually coming from the Daily Mail. Sorry about that. So you can't take that with a bit of speculation, but certainly you can take Fabrizio Romano like 90% accurate. I mean, half the stuff he says, he's like the transfer genius. So the fact that Ten Hag's job is safe does kind of give us that. It probably relieves pressure of Erik ten Hag, knowing that, listen, if he wins the trophy, his job will certainly be safe. If he wins that FA Cup, beats Coventry, beats Man City or Chelsea, most likely Man City, his job will certainly be safe, and that's something that he's probably striving to do, as well as the top four finish. It does look increasingly likely. Yes, we're, I think, 9 points off, but Spurs and Villa are dropping points, so that does give us that avenue to get there. Champions League football as well is a huge must for this club, and that's something we require. So I do certainly think there's a lot to play for Erik ten Hag. Well, not a lot, but there's certainly two big things to play for: top four and FA Cup win. I think they will do wonders for his future at Manchester United, and it's all about him winning them, because that will give him his confidence to push forward, do the next best thing. And I think Erik ten Hag knows that he must do that. That's why you can see some of the subs that he's making. He wanted to win that Liverpool game, and he showed the ambition right away. So you got to give that to Ten Hag, in my opinion. We did what we did in the Liverpool game, and as I said, Ten Hag must get top four to save his job and at least win that trophy. Listen, we're going to get, hopefully, we're at Wembley already playing Coventry. If we can beat them, beat Manchester City, which we know we certainly can do, they have their vulnerabilities, then, listen, it's going to give Ten Hag a lot of safety and a lot of protection in terms of his job. So it's a very few decisive weeks for Ten Hag, if you want to say it like that. It's either keep or go, kind of. If the performances are good, he plays well, wins us a trophy, gets us top four, he'll sure be his stay. If the performance go downhill, players turn against him, we don't win a trophy, we slip out of the top four, it would be very likely that he will leave Manchester United. So it's a very, I don't know how to say it, key few months for Erik ten Hag in terms of his future at Manchester United. I think it's really important that he gets to wins under his part, because I do want to see Ten Hag succeed. I mean, with every manager we've had at Manchester United, you want to see them succeed. You don't want to see them fail. You want to see Manchester United ultimately be the best team in the world, and that's something we haven't seen over the past few years. So if Ten Hag can be that manager to take us there, I'm certainly happy to stick with him. The next thing I wanted to discuss is Alejandro Garnacho. Now, it was coming in from some Spanish outlet, I believe, that Florentino Perez is booking a meeting with him, I think at the 17th of April, to kind of discuss a transfer. Now, this immediately has got me with it hit me in a different way, because Real Madrid, if they want to play it, 99% of the time they go and get him. Number one, they have the money available. Two, they definitely have the history. 14 Champions Leagues, numerous of trophies. Is the best team in Spain. They attract young players, and players like Garnacho is certainly one of them. Look at the young players they have: Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, Garnacho adding to that, Mbappe potentially going there now. The one thing I could say about Garnacho to Madrid, I definitely don't want it to happen, but it could happen, and that's one thing I'm really concerned about. I want Garnacho to be at Manchester United for the rest of his career, and I think he probably wants that as well at this moment. But if something arises, we've seen big players go there. You look at Bellingham, it was destined that he was going to go Premier League. He went to Real Madrid. Look at Beckham, way a long time ago now, went to Madrid. So it does seem like a fairy tale and a dream for many players to go to. I think Garnacho is obviously He's obviously plays for Argentina, but I think he's born in Spain, so he could be something that he does go back to. The only thing that's probably stopping him, or that does benefit Manchester United from him going, is the fact they will sign Kylian Mbappe. Whether that prevents the deal or not, we don't know, but Mbappe will be on a lot of money. He's that marquee signing that they need. Plus, he does solidify and does give them some more strength in depth. So, but yeah, certainly I don't want Alejandro Garnacho to go. He's up there with, like, him, Kobbie Mainoo are the two shining stars of Manchester United right now. And you can see the input he definitely has on the team. Now, I'm not going to have anything less than 80 million for Garnacho. Yes, he's only 19 years of age, but you look at what he's done. He's a frightful player, and I think going to Madrid, it'd be suitable for him. But yeah, that story is really, really, like, it's a sad story because you want, as I said, Garnacho is a top quality player and you want him to stay at Manchester United. You never want to see him leave. He's one of those players that is I'm gonna say it, generational. He's absolutely brilliant, and what he does for Manchester United week in, week out is literally amazing to what he does. So I don't want to see Garnacho go. And it will be sad to see if he does leave Manchester United, because I do certainly think the potential he has. He's playing in the best league for me, in my opinion, which is the Premier League. It'd be really sad to see him go. But if it does happen, then it does happen. We'll wait to see what happens with that. Now, the next, I think this was the final thing I wanted to discuss, I believe. If I can think of the fourth one. It was Southgate. Oh, Mainoo as well. So, Kobbie Mainoo has been called up to Brazil. He could play for Brazil. Kobbie Mainoo has been called up to the England first senior team. Now, he was originally supposed to be called up by the under-21s. Then apparently he got a call. Actually, no, he didn't. He did get a call from Steve Holland, who's the assistant manager at England, to say that come and join the first team. Now, Southgate's definitely seen those comps of Kobbie Mainoo against Liverpool, because the way he was weaving past players is simply brilliant. And you can see that he wants to bring him in. So, yeah, I do think Mainoo's a top quality player, and I think he fully deserved it. Now, to end the video, I want to talk about Eriksen unhappy now. He was coming in from, I think, a Danish outlook that Eriksen seems to be unhappy with what's going on at Manchester United. I think he should be getting more game time now. Ultimately, you don't want to see a player calling out the manager. That's the negative thing. We've seen how that's happened before. And I don't think it's a dig at Ten Hag. I think he genuinely just wants to play more. And if you look at the players you have over Eriksen, Mainoo, I'm taking him any day. Mount, I'm probably taking him as well. McTominay, I'm probably taking him. The one thing that probably does prevent Christian Eriksen starting over them is probably his age. Now, we know he has the ability. We've seen that pass he did to Rashford, and we've seen it numerous of times this season that he definitely can do it. And whether he's got the legs to do it, and he's getting older as well, so he's finding it very, very difficult. I think the legs is the biggest thing. Listen, place Eriksen in the centre of our pitch, in our half, where we're attacking, and don't let him move. He's one of the, like, just go around a certain area, don't have to defend, just purely attack. He's one of our most important midfielders. When he's got to do the running and the pressing back, he is a very susceptible to a mistake. So you got to be careful with Eriksen. Certainly do think he should be playing more. I think we do bring him on. He certainly should be starting. I think just as rotation with Mainoo, you've got Mount in there as well, so it is very, very congested. But I certainly do think there's options for him to start. But let me know what you think. This was an additional news video. Leave a like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.